Okay, so giving you guys a spin. You know, this is not built to be a tank. It's really built for the panoramic views, the visibility, and the open concept design. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Geezer, and today I have another build for you. This one's a 3-triangle build. We're going to do a build tutorial for it. The idea behind this one is just maximum visibility. The idea being that you can remove the windows and the embrasures, and there are a couple of applications for that. You can obviously fight fire and climb through the windows, and also there could be shotgun traps that could be deployable that may operate through those. So since we have all of this visibility, what we want to do is create sort of a little compartment in here. But we're not going to block anything off because we want to have an open concept. So we're just going to use garage doors. You can place the TC first. When you first do this design, you may need double doors in here. So place the TC. It is an open concept, so you can put it wherever you want in here, but don't have it overlapping the door if you're going to be replacing it for garage doors later. So you could by all means cheat so you've got room for some stuff here, like a barbecue and then a small furnace, whatever. Let's get some vertical embrasures, also strengthened glass windows. You could use window bars until you get this, but really if you're going to be using this design, the place where you're living or where you're spending your time, you don't want gunfire to be endlessly raining down upon you like through the windows, you know? So having a window, a strengthened glass window, is going to be a huge advantage. Otherwise, the lower level is not going to be tremendously useful for you all the time. So now you've got a kind of easy decision. If you have the BP, you can put, just for climbing purposes, you could put some ladder hatches here. You obviously are going to be putting your furnaces somewhere, so having them take up space there and then jump up is a good idea. However, the reason why I'm putting ladder hatches here is primarily because I'm going to have a door on the top. So this internal compartment here, I would just upgrade it all to metal. Make sure that the TC is not sticking out on the other side of this. Everything looks good. In terms of deployables, it really is whatever you want in terms of top and bottom. So we're going to build one more floor up. What we're going to do is still mostly put these windows around, except for right where the door is going to be. Put the double doors on the outside. You don't really want to put a garage door. It's just got to be fiddled with sometimes. So you got your door placement. I don't know what causes that to go up. Okay. Like I said, I've only been using this for 5 minutes. This build server, he just started. So bear with me. I know it's a little awkward for you guys, but I'd like to make a video today. Okay, so we kind of got the basic footprint down. And you can put some more doors in here, of course. This one, if you're using shop fronts in some places, this would be a wall, but because we're using windows here and embrasures, we're going to add another one there because we're going to be putting the workbench there. So there you go, we've got visibility top and bottom. Okay. The point of this is not really to be able to see through the window, although you do get some small peak views that are of very small use, but it's an option for the future. You could remove this window and embrasure and you can fire through a pretty good side gap there and there as well. So it's not useless. You'll have good cover. Obviously they'll be firing at your workbench though. In terms of this space, it's also, you know, a good idea to place more garage doors, more doors of some sort. So place these, you know, something there before you place the workbench, ideally. These can just be stone up top here. Probably have to replace this workbench, but we'll see. And we're using these ladder hatches, which mostly can't be overlapped with deployables. That being said, there's a little space. There's a little flexibility. Great thing about this is you can fit a sleeping bag up there, even though it's kind of overlapping a little bit. And that's basically the top. You may want to put a shotgun trap or a few of them around. How exactly you deploy those may be up to you. It's not going to be terribly useful to put them facing that way, but you could have one at your door if you can get it angled downwards, because otherwise they could just duck under it, of course. And there we go. My idea for this space is that you're crouching when you're moving around, and then you're just going to stand up and use, you know, your area. So I think that's great. We've got a shotgun trap that's deployed in a pretty reasonable location. You may be able to put another one there somewhere, but in any event, let's go downstairs and look at the bottom level in terms of deployables. Let's see what we can put down here. I usually use small boxes and barbecues for a lot of my designs, but I think this one might be one where large boxes are going to be a good idea. With this design, we do get, you know, a large space. That's kind of flat, whereas most of my designs, when I'm doing two triangle designs, there's no space like this. That's just this huge long space. So that's cool. So there we go. We've got a row of boxes here. Of course, we're going to want to have a furnace in here. And then it's up to you what you want for the rest of the space. You could put another furnace. In terms of deployables, it kind of like, I feel like when I'm building these small designs, the deployables takes the most time, but it's not really like set in stone at all. You just do what you want based on what you have and stuff like that. So there you go. 2 large boxes, 3 small boxes and a barbecue, a furnace. We've got garage doors that are protecting the TC here. Let's see if it'll let me use solo wooden locks on here, which I prefer. Unlock everything, because if you do take your things off to fire, they could be vulnerable from the sides, even in a firefight or grenade or whatever, so grubbed. Obviously if they get blown up, they get blown up, but I'm not sure. I think someone could run up in a fight if you had these windows off and try to grub. So leave them locked. Or do whatever you want, you know? Obviously in this design it is possible to leave one of these walls or certain elements of it as complete solid walls. I would do it like this and have metal inner compartment with garage doors eventually. That's really all there is to tell you about this. You can put some shotgun traps down on the bottom if you can find placement for them. When you have these large boxes here, it will limit your placement options for your shotgun traps. because you can't crouch under the top space, but having these pointed out the window can be really handy as well. Okay, there we go. So we've got a couple of shotgun traps. If you do have any questions about this build, let me know in the comments. This is the build tutorial, so there's really nothing else to show you guys. So you've got one way up here that could go literally like right out the door. In terms of getting up here, it's kind of your decision, you know, what you want to do. Make this a wall as well, no problem. I thought about it and I just thought there's some marginal value to having an additional peak there. Do whatever you want for the jump up, so obviously you can build like some kind of jump up here, no problem. You can use a ladder as well. These will get shot away, but I mean, I wouldn't want to build a durable like concrete thing that will block you there. But you could make these, you could make them wood if you want to. That's a pretty nice, pretty convenient jump up though. And as always, if you see anything that you think is, you know, really crazy about this or that you love, just let me know in the comments. And there is a lot that could be customized, of course, to your liking. So feel free to try it out and tell me how it went for you. And thanks for watching. Let's actually go and look in the TC to show you guys the upkeep. 330 stone and 441 crags. 3 triangles, 2 stories. Alright, that's enough of this one.